All right, happy Monday, new week, new possibilities, new opportunities. In today's episode, I talk about how your success will be determined by this one factor. Check it out. There's a voice deep inside every dad calling him to lead. Society, vices, inner demons, negative thoughts try to dampen and drown out that voice, but it never goes away. Your wife feels it, your children feel it, and your heart and soul feel it too. It's the voice that starts off as a whisper, but then becomes a calling to be the tip of the spear for your family, a calling to play all out and lead by example for your children, a calling to build a legacy that will go on for generations, a calling to be the warrior dad you were born to be. Dads, our children need us now more than ever to be that beacon of hope, courage, positivity, and strength. It's time to rise as warrior dads together as a brotherhood. If you felt that twinge in your soul, it's time for the Warrior Dad experience. So I heard this from my coach last week, and it's so important as we start off a new week, right? Get on those toes, attack, adjust, course correct, learn, attack, right? That's the mode. That's the warrior dad mentality. And I heard this and it was so profound, and it's definitely a lesson that I have learned in my life that I want to share with you, because your success is measured by how quickly you do this. And so many times in life, we're going to get knocked down, right? We are going to experience temporary setbacks, temporary failures, temporary losses. All three of those things, love to frame them up as learning lessons, right? What do you learn? What lessons are you taking from that setback that you can apply to your life? Powerful, powerful frame to see life with. When you see it in that frame, all of a sudden, guess what happens? And this is the strategy, the tool. What is going to determine your future success? It's how quickly you bounce back. It's not that we're going to eliminate the dips, the temporary setbacks, failures, losses. It's how quickly can you bounce back from those things and get back on your toes. I'll share a short story with you. I used to run a mastermind for men a couple of years ago, and I still remember getting this text from one of the guys in the mastermind, and we jumped on a Zoom call, and we were connecting, and we were, really diving deep into a couple subjects. And they said, "Hey, I just need to share with you, I am leaving the mastermind." Here was a client, he was leaving. Man, not a good moment from a coach perspective. It was difficult to hear that from him, but he had an expectation, and it was a little bit different than what he expected. So I understood why. He said it was no reflection on me as a coach. He just wanted a different caliber of an individual in that group. I said, okay, but I took it really personally. And it was on a Thursday. It impacted my mood, how I operated as a dad, as a husband, a leader, as a man. Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Finally, Sunday, after really having it impact my entire weekend, my wife said, "What is going on with you? You're down. You're kind of short with everybody. You seem like in a bad mood." And I shared that example of what happened with me to her. And I talked about it a little bit. And as the weeks went by, and as I learned more and dove deeper into myself and the personal development world that I eat, sleep, and breathe now, I learned, and it was reinforced last week from hearing it from my coach, that the key to your future success is how quickly you bounce back. So now, instead of that example I shared years ago, where it being 3.5 days of being knocked off kilter, of just feeling crappy, now it's 3 minutes for me. Now it's 3 minutes and I'm bouncing back. Why? I know, and I hope you're learning through this episode, that we're all going to face temporary setbacks, failures, losses. We're all going to get punched in the gut. We might get kicked in the nuts sometimes. We're all going to maybe be drop to our knees by life. But your key to that future success is getting back up and getting back up quicker than you did last time. It's a skill. It needs to be practiced. Just like last week, Thursday's episode, I talked about patience. Same thing on this end. All these things that I share with you are all skills that we can learn and we can continue to grow. We can continue to get better in. And your future success will be dictated or determined by how quickly you bounce back. I mean, just think about it in your life. You might have experiences just like what I shared. Something that goes sideways, maybe it's even on a Tuesday, and it ruins 3.5 work days for you and your entire weekend. It's 5 days before you get back on your toes and back on the attack. Used to happen to me on sales calls. I'm not a natural salesman. Don't really like hearing the word no. I don't know who likes hearing the word no, but definitely when I'm looking to help a dad change his family tree forever, and if he doesn't say no, or he says, hey, we'll talk later, and then never ghosts me, never calls me, that's a challenging thing to handle, but it's temporary. Now I know, hey, 3 minutes, let's go. There's another dad out there that wants the best for himself, his family, his legacy. I will find that dad who will jump in. So that's the strategy. That's the key to your future success. How quickly do you bounce back? Think about that. Hey, if it's 3 days, knock off a little time. Figure out, hey, what you're going to do when this happens in the future. So instead of 3 days, it's 3 minutes. When you do that, the game changes. I appreciate you. Dare to be uncommon. Love to lead legacy. Create a legendary day. And I'll talk to you soon.